APC relate with the action group of them?
No, it never did. It never did. If it did, we would have had the reinstitutionalization of the 4 cardinal programs of UPA.
What led you, or what interested you, or what attracted you to Buhari?
What attracted me to Buhari was the fact that at that time he was perhaps the only incorruptible person.
But he was a dictator. In 1983, in 1983, during his reign with Idiagbo, we knew what
that was not a democratic, political era.
But they will say a soldier is always a soldier.
Yeah, a soldier will always be a soldier. They came through undemocratic means, and there was no way anybody would neutralize what they did. Well, I mean, the fact that they felt that they were coming to address certain ills and deficiencies in the political era of that time. You will remember that they came to correct deficiencies of the then democratic
era. Was Buhari a good man?
Well, yes, by Nigerian standard, he was a very good man.
He was a good man?
He was a good man, certainly.
He was a good man.
And that is why I say that he had been a most incorruptible person as an individual.
As an individual?
He had his own deficiencies. And part of the deficiency was the fact that he was not able to really coordinate or supervise those under him.
Buhari was not able to supervise.
He didn't, particularly in the area of corruption.
So he left everybody.
As an individual was the most incorruptible person. But in regard to particularly his last, spell in government, there was a lot of corruption.
So it was a free-for-all thing. Baba left everybody.
Virtually, he just, with due respect, he's dead now. I don't want to be seen.
Yes.
To be saying evil of him. So for whatever I'm saying is only for historical relevance.
Yes.
That he lacked the ability to really supervise people.
So he left everybody. He left all the ministers, including
It's not as if he left. I said he was incapable of coordinating. You must get my language.
Yes, he was incapable of coordinating.
Particularly and ensuring that people under him did not engage in corruption.
So he was an incorruptible man,
yes,
but he left his house to anybody.
You don't use the word he left as if it was deliberate act to allow people to.
But you said he wasn't coordinating. So
he lacked the capacity. That's the language. I choose my language.
Yes.
He lacked the capacity.
So why was he a leader to be trusted?
You would ask.
So Nigeria was piloted Nigeria was piloted 8 years without a ruler. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. Those are your words and those are your things.
So if if a leader could not coordinate his house,
yes,
and then that means it's a free for all. The ministers
it will be free, but it was not as if it was deliberate scheme by Buhari. When somebody lacks capacity, when I say somebody lacked the capacity to supervise, I mean, perhaps out of trust, he felt that everybody would be like him.
So people like you, who knew Buhari very well, and you were close to him, even in the CPC days, and what advice were you giving him then that Baba called?
Look, I was a subordinate under him.
Yes.
And I, as an individual who was given responsibility by Buhari, I did my best to ensure that if Buhari was not looking at me, God would always supervise me.
So you never listened to your advice?
Did I say that I gave him any advice?
Oh, you never gave him advice?
What advice would I give him? He was supposed to be the supervisor of all of us. My business was my business. Other people's business did not contribute to my own business.
But when you were seeing corruption going on probably because you were one of the men, that Nigeria were looking up to. You were one of the leaders.
I was one out of almost 40 ministers.
Yes.
And it was not my business to supervise other ministers.
But you could have called him.
It was not as if I was seeing the corruption. No, people who were engaging in corruption will not do it openly. I mean, but after we left government, we saw EFCC were looking for a lot of our
Was people. The ministry under you corrupt?
How could it have been corrupt under me? It was impossible. If a leader did not give a signal of corruption, nobody under him would attempt it.
Was it because, using your word now, that Buhari left Nigeria uncoordinated.
I did not use those are your words.
Oh, okay.
Being chosen.
Okay. That he did not
I
coordinate.
say he did. He lacked the capacity.
He lacked the capacity.
If you lack the capacity, you will not even know that you lack that.
Yes.
You think the way you are doing is, and you assume that everybody under you is
so he lacked.
you.
So when Buhari lacked the capacity to rule Nigeria, and so
he did not rule Nigeria for 8 years.
Well, you just said
he lacked the capacity. You see, you have to be concerned about the clear words I use.
Yes.
I mean, I've not been speaking French or Greek.
Yes.
He lacked the capacity to supervise people, and at the end of the day, we discovered a lot of people engage in corruption.
So if the leader lacked the capacity to supervise people under him, and then you know that whatever the ministries, of course, would transcend to the common man, because the day-to-day running of the activities of the ministries, for instance, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Culture, Ministry of this, Ministry of that, will whatever they do every day transcend to the common man that he governs. You know, when he was the ruler. So that's what I'm saying, that if he lacks the capacity